Okay. Oh, I was rolling my body earlier. Feels good after a nice walk. Nice long walk. So beautiful in the metro parks. Okay, so just press down in your hips and lift up through your spine like a tree, like you have roots going down into the earth, connecting you with the earth, and then extending up the trunk of your tree, which would be your spine, and lifting up, crown to the heavens. Just, if you like, you can close your eyes for some of our centering. And if you want to use a mudra, just choose which mudra you prefer in this moment. Just letting go of your previous activities and coming into the present moment. And bring your focus to your breath. Just feel if it is open and free, or if there's any tightness around your breathing. Check in with your mental activity, emotions, nervous system. And of course, the physical body, your muscles, joints, organs, internal organs and viscera, your eyes. All right. And we'll attune to breath, just moving with the rhythm of our breath. Let's just take our arms out to the side and breathe them up overhead with mudra or without. And then exhale, long, drawn out exhale to bring in some relaxation and breathe it up and out. And up. All right. And one last round. Breathing up and down. And just start to sway side to side. I'm going to chant the Gayatri Mantra for maybe a couple rounds, and we'll just sway with that. Om Bhur Bhuva Svaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dio Yona Prachodayat Om Bhurбhuva Svaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dio Yona Prachodayat Om Bhurбhuva Svaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dio Yona Prachodayat. I love that. It is uplifting and brings in enlightenment and connection. So let's just continue with our arms up overhead, a sway side to side. Maybe hear that in your mind, the Gayatri Mantra. We'll have that rhythm. Once more each direction. All right. And then just bring your palms onto the mat in front and reach out in front, hinging forward in your hips, just stretching long. And then walk your palms back in. Just come around for a twist. It's a gentle twist while we're warming up. Look over your left shoulder and unwind front and center. And then just lean back and switch your feet. Bring the other one in front. And again, slide your hands out in front of you. We'll give a nice stretch to the hips and low back, hip joints. And walk your palms back in. And just pull around into a gentle twist. Reach up Press against your edge on each exhale. And unwind. And then just sit with your knees vertical, feet on the floor, lifting up as you press your sitting bones down. Breathe your deep breath. And exhale, round out your spine for a few cat stretches. Inhale into an arch. Exhale. If you remember Ujjayi breath, ocean sounding breath. And then find your way back to center. Bring your feet and your knees together and just bring your palms in front of your heart. Take in a breath, lift. Exhale, leaning back with a straight spine and then lifting your toes off the mat. And just let your feet back down for a moment. Take in a breath. Exhale and lean back once again, keeping the spine straight and relax around your neck and jaw and lift your toes off and just come into parallel with your shins and just loosen up in your feet while we're here. Flex and point. And a little work for your toes, stretching and squeezing. And then just come down for a little rest for your abdomen. Take in another deep breath. Reach up tall. Exhale back. Excuse me. Lift your feet. And now just twist to the side. Just go to one side. We're going to do both. Come back to center. Inhale. Exhale to the other side. Back to center. Excuse me. And come back down. Pause for a moment. And now take in your deep breath. Exhale, lean back and lift your legs. And this is optional. You can lift your legs all the way up and come into a twist. And other side, twist. Back to center. And let your feet and legs down. And just for a counter pose, lift up for an arching cat. So lift up and arch to the back to stretch out your work. And back to center. All right, just bring palms behind you, separate your feet, and we'll just take our knees side to side to loosen up before our standing poses. And then come back. And let's work with our inclined plane. First, let's give a little stretch to the backs of our legs. So sitting tall with feet flexed, just reach up through your crown. You want your hips to tilt forward so that you're sitting on your sitting bones. Taking a breath. Exhale and just slide your hands down as you hinge forward in your hips. coming forward. Try to lead with your chest. And breathe and relax a little further. Breathe, extend through your crown, reach your crown towards your feet. And then exhale and relax down. And then we'll roll up and bring our hands around in back. We'll point our toes for this part, just a little bit of an arch to continue warming up our spine. So lifting in your chest, your sternum, heart center, ribs, and coming into an arch. Press your tailbone back. Press the back of your legs down. Chin is up. All right. So we'll keep our toes pointed here. Palms behind you. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. Take in your breath. Exhale and just lift up into the inclined plane. Feel the strength in your arms, your hips and legs as you press down. See if your toes will reach the floor. And then flex your feet as you lower back down. And breathe arms up overhead. Reach. Stretch up tall. Exhale, hinge forward over your legs. And scoop fingertips forward. Use your arms to lift you. Exhale down. And incline plane. Pointing your toes, engaging your core. You help yourself up with your core muscles and lift your hips. And lower down. And breathe up. Reach. And hinge forward. Exhale. Keep reaching. Flexing the feet. Feel your calves. How much do they need here? And then scoop your fingertips out. Breathe them up. And exhale down. And one more incline plane. Point your toes. Engage your core. And lift. And this time is optional to press down with the left foot and lift the right knee up. Keep lifting the hips up, up, and switch legs. Press down the right heel. Lift your hips up, left knee, and release. Flex your feet and breathe arms overhead. And a luscious stretch, leaning forward over your legs. And using your arms, lift back up and relax your arms down. And we're not going to work with them right this minute, but just feel what the sensation is on your tricep muscles. Just notice how they feel. Okay. So another twist, just a counter position. So just bring your right leg in. Now it's optional. If you are feeling the urge to bend this knee in. As long as you're sitting on both sitting bones, that's fine. Or you can leave that leg out in front. But lift up as you bring your right knee towards the left shoulder. Extend through the heel on the long leg. And then holding on with your left, scoop right up and around. Palm close to your hip and holding that leg in for your twist. Look over your shoulder. Now, just for a moment here, stay in your twist, but turn your head and look over the other shoulder. And then return into the full twist. And to come out, press down in your sitting bones. Breathe your right arm up towards your ear. You're still facing the wall beyond you. And then unwind and let your arm back down. From here, just take that right foot and put it inside the left thigh. If you can, above the knee, fine. If it won't, if it doesn't come up that high, you can have it right at the knee. So bringing that leg in and just give it a few pulses to give it some stretch in your hip. Now sitting tall. We did our incline plane and the counter pose of the forward bend, Paschimottanasana, but we're going to stretch over just one leg. So we'll keep the right knee bent, foot in close. This one is called Janu Shirshasana, which means actually knee to head. So we're going to lift our arms up and over that leg, but remain in center, not trying to twist so that you're over the leg, but just over the mat in front of you. But if your leg doesn't stay elongated, you can bend your knee, hence knee to head pose, and just bring your head down to your knee. So if your leg doesn't stay when you bring your head down to your knee, this is actually done with a rounded back, and I'll show you with the arms right now. So flexing the left foot, breathe arms up into Kali Mudra, remembering the fingers are interlaced except for the index fingers, thumbs are side by side, and breathe up. Exhale and come forward. So just remember, if you want to, you can bend your knee, but come out and round as though you want to bring the top of your head to the mat. It's a little different stretch on the back of that extended leg. To come out, scoop those fingertips forward and roll up. And just lift up and then come into a straight spine. So you're rounding the back as you come down, top of the head towards the mat, and then rolling up as you come out. Now there are two ways to do that one. You can use it more for a stretch. When you're rounding your back, this is more for your back. When you're stretching forward with a straight spine, it's more for the leg. As you can see, it's just bending in the hips. So let's try that on the other side. And we'll just compare and see what kind of balance we have in our legs and our back. Okay, so breathe, arms up overhead, Kali Mudra, reach up. And then round your back as you exhale and come down. Again, you can bend your knee if you want to, or you can keep it straight, but round your back and reach the top of your head towards the mat. So you're all curled in on yourself. Sometimes you can even touch the floor with the top of your head. Now to come back, draw your tailbone down onto the mat and roll up and lift. Let's move through that one once more. Take in your breath. Exhale, round your back. And bring your head towards the mat. And then roll back up. Release your hands and relax your arms down. So just to compare how those feel, the difference between them, and what you can do in your own practice. By the way, your own practice is called sadhana, Sadhana. It's nice to know what you're doing, right? So we're going to repeat the stretch, but with a straight, there's Riley. So we're going to hinge forward with a straight spine for this one, but we'll keep our arms the same. Breathe up, Kali Mudra. Exhale, flex the foot on the extended leg and come down with a straight spine. Still in center, but down over the leg. And reach. And then point through the fingertips, use your arms as you lift back up. Now just switch your legs. Just keep your arms where they are. Breathe and lift. And exhale, hinge forward. Down in center. And then scoop it out. Press fingertips forward and lift those fingertips up to the ceiling. Reach and release. Ah, good job. Feel your arms. Notice the difference of the sensation of the muscles that you're working and stretching in those two similar but different poses. Okay, so let's come into a puppy stretch and stretch out our arms a little bit here. Now, after the incline plane we did, we want to stretch our tricep muscles in the upper arms. So we can do that just coming forward, just like you were in puppy stretch. Now, press your elbows down, bring your palms together, and bend your arms. Bring your hands up behind your head and press down on your elbows, and you'll get a nice stretch for those tricep muscles. And then release your hands back down on the floor. Interlace your fingers. We'll come into a plank or two. Stretch your legs out onto the balls of your feet. Now, make sure your heels are pressing away. A good stretch for your calves. Press down on your right foot and lift the left leg up wherever it'll go, as high as you can. And release it down onto the mat and switch to the other side. So press down on your left foot, lift your right leg up. Lower it down and just let your torso, your legs, everything come down. And separate your hands and come into your Sphinx pose. That's it. Good. So just make sure you have your shoulder, elbow, wrist all in line. Press the pubic triangle down. Kind of dig in your elbows and draw your torso forward as you press down in your hips. Lift up. Now lower your chest down onto the mat and bring your arms beside your body. Nice long neck. Nose just points to the floor. It's not touching. Now we're going to lift just the top half of our body. So press down in your legs and hips and inhale. Inflate yourself as you lift up. Exhale down. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale down. Once more. Breathe it up. Now interlace your fingers and draw your arms away. Lift a little higher. And release, bringing your arms to your sides once again. This time, bring your palms fairly close to your thighs. Press down on your arms and lift just your left leg from the hip, straight leg. And then lower it down and breathe as you lift your right leg up. Does this side feel easier than that first side? And lower down. Now separate your arms a little ways from your body and roll your hips side to side. You can also windshield wiper your legs side to side, bringing in a little twist for your low back. Okay. So from here, now bring your palms forward, Stretch out your body. So press down on your palms and pull away from your hips, and then lift each leg and pull it away from your hips. Reach your arms forward. We're going to lift both arms and both legs up. So breathe, inflate yourself, make yourself light, and lift. And lower down. We'll just do that one more time. We've been doing quite a bit with our arms. So again, stretch it out. Reach through your feet, your arms. Inhale up. Both arms, both legs, your torso. And bring your arms, your arms to your sides and lift up into the 747. Breathe. Legs are off the ground. We're flying. And let your legs down. Bring your palms under your shoulders. And we'll press up into Cobra. So use your back muscles, just letting your hands be there as an assist. But breathe your way up, just using your back. And then let your arms take over and press you up into your Cobra pose. If your shoulders feel a little in need, you can circle them around a few times. And press down in your hips, your pubic triangle, and pull the chest forward and up, elbows in. And lower down. One more with our arching back. Bend your knees. We'll come into bow pose. If you can reach your ankles or your feet. Lengthen in your neck. As a matter of fact, bring your heels in. It's a nice stretch on your thighs. You can lift your knees as you pull your heels together towards your hips. All right. Bow pose. Holding on. Lengthen through your neck. Breathe. On the exhale, press your feet into your hands and let that lift you up into the bow. And your breath is actually what makes you rock as you breathe. Just naturally, you'll rock a little bit. But lift your feet up as high as they'll go. And then let your knees down. Bring your palms under your shoulders and press back into child's pose to stretch out your work with arching your back in Cobra and bow pose and the 747. Relax your shoulders. Let your elbows bend. Excuse me. And we'll lift up for our downward facing dog. Notice how loose your body feels after the work you've already done. Your inclined plane.
Paschimottanasana, forward bend. And then we'll just walk our feet in towards our hands, forehead to knee pose. And then just separate your feet a little bit. Soften your knees. And bring your arms back by your hips and use that to lift you up. Bringing arms behind you, around and up into chair. And then just take your left leg back into warrior one pose. Pull back, step it in. Reach up, take in a deep breath. Soften your left knee, reach back with your right. Reach up, lift your heart, maybe arch to the back a little bit. Back to center, inhale the front knee in, step it in, reach, inhale, soften, left leg back. Lift up and arch back. Use the arch that you achieved in your cobra pose. And once more with warrior one, pull back, inhale, reach up, shoulder blades are pulled down, opening your heart center. Soften, reach back with the right leg. Now bring your palms together, pull back, step it in, pause, breathe and relax. Reconnect with the earth, get comfortable in your clothes if you need to make adjustments. Now, just taking a breath. Shift the weight over to your right foot and lift your left knee up and out for tree pose. You can take your branches up to whatever shape you want to make for your tree. And come back down, step out, other side, breathe. Exhale onto your left leg, lift your knee up and out for tree, Vrikshasana. And step out of your tree and release your arms. We'll come into a standing twist.
to center. Now just check your back, see if everything feels okay, because we did quite a few things on our back. Just check it out. Okay. And then just lower down onto your mat for your Shavasana. Be sure that you draw your low back down and roll your hips under as well as your shoulder blades. That will allow your body to completely relax. And for a few breaths, just think about love, whatever that means to you right now. You can generate the feeling, the emotion, the concept of love, or you can think of people, pets, places, anything that relates to love. And now we'll become aware of the stillness within us and the feeling with idea of love. Bringing back your awareness of the room, the sounds in the room, the objects in your room, your body, the mat underneath you, the ground supporting you, the stars and the sun shining down on you. And just bring some movement into your fingers and toes. If you like, take your head side to side. And then bend your knees, pull them up, wrap your arms around them. And then roll up into sitting. And once again, bringing your hands into mudra, making two circles with the thumb and long finger, creating a little chain. So connecting them, this is one of the unity mudras. Uniting body, mind, spirit, connecting to the earth, to source energy, and the love that comes from the source. And then just bring palms into Anjali Mudra. A little bow of respect and honor to your body for all the work it just did for you. And it will honor you as well. So, namaste, everybody. Have a good rest of the week.